I don't know if you can see the blueness there. And that's where right there, the tire had went around. I've tried tire eject on this tire before, but we're not having much luck. So I think I'm going to trade it out. I mean, I got another year after I put tire eject in that tire. But I'm going to trade it out, I think. And try something new, a different tire. Got a spare sitting back there. Well, here's some fun. If I keep it face down with the hole and all the, you know, tire eject at the bottom, it'll work. But can't always be down. One more, let's see if this comes off nicely. Now it's a good sign that it came loose. That was kind of fun doing that one-handed. Oh, come on. Come here. Ugh, I don't want to get all gooey. So, fun fact about this tire, who can see the grime on it? I picked this up on the side of the road, and it seems to have been holding air well enough. Well, that's annoying. What kind of European mess am I dealing with? I heard something about that being a different size. Rats. Well, thanks to some time with the Dremel, I got it close enough to manage to scrape the paint just a wee bit. But it fits snug as a bug in a rug. Put the lug nuts on and we should be ready to roll with a brand-free, maybe slightly used tire. Now, I found this one on the side of the road, and, well, can't beat a free spare tire for the Tedder, I guess. Yay, we're finally out in the field tedding. I love tedding. I mean, I love it and I hate it. It's fun, it's great. It's super quick. I can cover a lot of area, that's no big deal, but I hate it because I feel like we start losing a little bit. The more we spread out the hay, then the more we gotta gather back up the hay. But it's so much fun to watch it work. It's almost like disking. You don't have to be perfect, but you just kind of gotta be close enough most of the time. So far, my spare tire seems to be doing good. So we're just rolling on. I like to ted across, like when we're, like ted across how it's raked, as much as possible. Tedding across the mow, I feel like it mixes it up more. When I stick with the windrows, we're just kind of taking the hay and throwing it back, and this tedder catches about 2 windrows, the new Pottinger. Now, when I was mowing with the old 7-foot sickle machine, we could catch 3 of those, and I'd run over less hay. Now I kind of end up running over hay a bit more than I want to. Well, we're having fun raking on this hillside. Definitely got to hold on to the steering wheel tight. I'm definitely glad I tedded it how I wanted to rake it. Doesn't mean that I'm necessarily keeping up with the tedding passes perfectly, but it's, you know, the tedder throws it out wide and I can't quite catch a full tedder pass with 2 rakes. But it's good and thick. The joys of rain. I guess rain makes the grass grow. We're not dodging a hill, we're dodging a tree out here. At least we're not dodging too many wrenches. And there's no balls yet. Oh, that was delightful. Turned a little too tight right there, a little too much hillside. You ever thought you'd run out of horsepower pulling a shows it off very well. But this is a great sledding hill in winter, I'm sure. This will be a field where we'll see how we drop the round bales. Do the round bales stay where we place them? But at least there's no mud here. That's why I mowed this. Because so many other places had puddles still. I didn't get much footage of mowing because it was, with that mower hanging off the side, it gets a little exciting sometimes. And I use the four-wheel drive once or twice just to maintain enough traction. Yeehaw. Well, I mean, raking's going okay. Bar rake's being a bar rake. It's collecting the hay okay. It's actually probably doing really well for this terrain. I'd hate to be out here with the wheel rake because the way I'm cutting across some of this stuff and there's a lot of roll, I might be running the wheels into the ground, something fierce. Well, here we go. I think I'm going to run out of Netwrap on this bale. As we can see the tube. But made it around once. Yeah, twice. Perfect. Perfect. Wow. Never had that happen before. Most of the time, well, when making a bale, and you run out of Netwrap, it seems like you only get half a bale, so that is fantastic. That is delightful news. We can drop that one, and I did bring a roll of Netwrap with me to the field. I like using up the whole roll. There's no point in, you know, wasting 10 bales worth. Shoot, if I would have changed it when we started this project, well, we've made 10 bales so far, made 7 at home, and wow, that's, I think, number 10. It costs at least $1 a bale for Netwrap, at least, so you might as well get all you can out of it. Okay, so a quick little change of the Netwrap. We got to pull this forward and watch our knuckles. Yeah. Ow, that could have hurt. This will just slide out now. Yay. One of these comes apart. That would be this end. Don't lose these special parts. Got to play the didgeridoo. And we got to get that one prepped and ready. Okay. Time to impale the pipe. That little skewer guy, we need that. It's a little hard doing this one-handed, but never fear. We're making it happen. Clip it in. See, that's the easy part. I only do this once, maybe twice a season. I figure I get about 200 rolls per thing of net here. Come on. Again, with the, I'm trying to do this one-handed. Well, let's see how well we can see in there. But I love a fresh roll of wrap. It goes well. For some reason, okay, we got one time around, there's two, and as soon as we go to cut, it stops within a reasonable amount of time. And it just goes well. I don't know what it is. Sometimes as the wrap gets older, you know, we have trouble with it cutting. And it's not like I haven't sharpened the knife. And I still think it's a type of net. This is just some green Netwrap that I bought at King. And I've had good luck once I got this green stuff. I used to have orange from like TSC, and I'd struggle with it, and sometimes it would cut good and sometimes it wouldn't. But I haven't touched the knife in there. So let's creep into this real slow. First gear. We watch down low, and to make sure the stepper forks aren't doing much besides existing. Once it seems like it's moving, we pick a higher gear, and off to the races we go. If the field was flatter, maybe I'd pick 5th gear, but we're sticking with 4th. The one thing of having all the rain we had this year is these windrows are fat. Like, this is just down and back with a 256 rake, and I feel like, you know, I wouldn't want to rake them any bigger. I wouldn't try to rake them any bigger. Last year, I remember I was putting more than 2, 3 and 4 of those mower passes together into a windrow. I was raking them fat then too, but it was taking a lot of area to make a fat windrow. I don't know, maybe this hay is just fluffy and it's getting all compressed in the bale, and there's not as much more than I think there is.